All right, go ahead.
Sweeney, that's
Hold
all
on,
I was saying.
hold on. Shan.
That's
No, that
all I
still
was
don't change
saying.
my point. Sweeney,
False
I
to
had
the
Shan
extreme.
going
That's
next,
all
y'all.
I was
Shan going
saying.
next.
I think the wording is bad. I think that the word shouldn't be you deserve. You shouldn't just the word should be you shouldn't be surprised. Maybe you shouldn't have, but to deserve something, let's take it to another step. You say Sweeney gave you an example. He said by the car. What if there's a lot of shooting that goes on there and your kid gets shot, right? You wouldn't say you deserve to get shot.
Yes, I would. I'm like, see what happened to you when over there in that neighborhood getting. They doing a lot of shooting over there. Don't go over there, and then he goes over there and gets shot.
It should not be deserved. It should be like, see, this is what happens.
That's what I mean.
Right,
yeah,
but that's
right.
not
The
deserved
word. Yeah, you're right. The
that's
deserved
more
word.
of you shouldn't be surprised. This is a consequence. You should, because I warned you of this. You shouldn't be surprised. But deserving is that's a totally different word.
It ain't no
right?
different. It ain't no different. I had a cousin that broke into somebody's house, and this man had already shot somebody 5 years ago. Got off of it. This man is a very wealthy man. And we told this kid time and time, because he's running with the same crowd that one of the kids got shot, but he lived. Running with the same crowd around this time before Christmas, motherfuckers breaking in and stealing. And we told him, don't go in there, you're gonna get your ass shot. He went in there, got his ass shot, he paralyzed today. And I told him, that's what your ass get. We told you. That's what you get. You deserve it. You went in there after you've been told countless times, after you have already seen it happen to people that you run with. Yeah, your ass deserve it. I'm gonna double down what I said. Whatever you get coming to you, I don't have to label it or give you specific details on what's gonna come to you. Whatever you get coming to you, you already know well aware you in the wrong. So whenever it happens, that's what your ass get, and I'm gonna stand on it.
All right, go ahead, DJ.
Okay, so now that we talked about our feelings, can we discuss some facts? This is from the U.S. Department of Justice Office on Violence Against Women. Myth number 1, victims provoke sexual assault when they dress provocatively or act in a promiscuous manner. That's the myth. This is the fact. Rape and sexual assault are crimes of violence and control that stem from a person's determination to exercise power over another. Neither provocative dress nor promiscuous behavior are invitations for unwanted sexual activity. Forcing someone to engage in non-consensual sexual activity is sexual assault regardless of the way the person's dressed.
Listen, there is no disagreement with that. I never disagreed with that. What I'm saying is still there's a level of mindset that you have to try to minimize danger. For instance, a lion going in the lion's den, knowing a lion's nature, and then trying to say the lion shouldn't attack me is on you, is what I'm saying. The lion is in its nature, and that's what it's going to do. Unfortunately, a lot of times when men are talking about needing protection, they're talking about needing protection from who? Other men, because it's their nature.
It is not their nature.
Wait.
It is not their nature.
Hold on, let me finish.
Can we define what their nature is?
Oh, their nature is exactly what you were reading about. It's about power. It's about control. It's about all of those things. As women, we understand that. And now I know men are gonna like lambast me and say, "Oh, here we go with the feminism stuff." But you never know what it's like to be in a situation of a woman, so you can't speak to that. All I'm saying is the men on here is actually telling you their nature. We see cleavage, we want to fuck. We see a thong, we want to fuck. You have a outfit on that is showing all your body. We want it. So in knowing that, all I'm saying is we can't control their behavior. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. That's not something that is on us to control. They have to have discipline. They have to do that. All I'm trying to say is if there's a way to minimize the stares, the groping or what have you, if it would take me to say, you know what, I know I'm going in this area and I know that the men are like this, I'm going to try my best to minimize the interaction that I have. Now, does that mean that some men still aren't? No, it doesn't. But it doesn't mean, well, I don't give a rat's because they need to learn how to do X, Y, and Z. So now I'm going to just walk up there anyway. Like, I don't believe that we're arguing this point. what you read, I read that same exact thing that you read, and I agree with it. But being a responsible adult, I have to try to find ways to interact in the world that I live in that shouldn't be the way that it is. And unfortunately, I have to move a certain way. Period.
So you have
So
to.
you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, like I think. Hold on, Ash. I know. No, was it DJ? Go ahead, DJ. We can respond to it.
Okay. Myth number 2. If a
Oh
person
my
goes
God.
to someone's room, house, or goes to a bar, she assumes the risk of sexual assault. If something happens later, he or she can't claim that it was rape or sexual assault because he or she should have known not to go to those places. That's the myth. The fact is, this assumption of risk wrongfully places the responsibility on the offender's actions with the victim. Even if a person went voluntarily to someone's residence or room and consented to engage in some sexual activity, it does not serve as a blanket consent for all sexual activity. If a person is unsure about whether the other person is comfortable with an elevated level of sexual activity, the person should stop and ask. When someone says no or stop, that means stop. So I said all that to say that we keep insinuating, if you go to this place, you deserve what you get, Darwin. If you wear this, then you deserve what you get, mistaken. We can't keep these narratives are so dangerous because we're also excusing predatory behavior. And we have to put the onus where it belongs, the person that is violating another person. Just because someone is, let's just go with this argument that you provoked me, that doesn't mean that you should act. You're not a lion. You are a human being with reasoning, critical thinking. You have the ability to be able to have some type of impulse control. You know that there are consequences to your actions. You're not a freaking lion. You're a person that has the ability to critically think and say, you know what? Probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't
Yeah, probably
violate a
shouldn't wear
person,
that.
even
Doesn't
though
that go
I
both
feel
ways,
turned
though?
Yeah.
on.
All
I'm
right.
almost finished.
Hold on.
Even
Wait.
though
Wait.
I
Let me
feel,
Both
respond
ways.
because
even
hold on.
though
Hold on.
I
Hold on.
feel
I
turned
got it. Give me a
on,
sec.
that doesn't give me
Well,
the
I just want to
right
clear up
to
what the
violate. Okay, I'm almost
mischaracterization she
finished,
got me
Darwin.
on.
It doesn't give me the right
Go
to
ahead. Talk
violate
forever.
someone because I feel sexually turned on or I feel intrigued or I want to have power. That doesn't put you in a position to now violate that person. That doesn't line you up to violate somebody. I'm done.
Okay. So let me
Yeah.
say this. I'm gonna be quick, Crab. For the people who keep turning their homework in late, I never said anything about you have the right or you should get violated or whatever. What I said was, if I'm your parent and I have principles and standards that I expect you to uphold, and I coach you and train you and teach you on them. The reason why I'm telling you not to go down there and do that, because I could see what's going to happen before you could see. I can already foresee what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. So I'm proactive. What I'm saying, the reason why most of the time, the reason why your parents is doing that, because they got your best interest at heart. They already know the dangers that lie for you ahead. So they're trying to prevent it by getting in front of it. So when you go out there and do the shit, then what the hell you think is gonna happen? The parents already know what's gonna happen. That's my whole point.